The objective of this lesson is to subtract multi-digit whole numbers with zeros in the minuend. When using the standard algorithm, students must carefully attend to the steps of subtracting across zeros when recording the steps of regrouping. Let's look at the vocabulary we are going to need for this lesson. Difference. The amount that remains after one quantity is subtracted from another. It is the range between two numbers on a number line. For example, in the equation 289, subtract 146 equals 143. 143 is the difference. Minuend, the number from which another number is to be subtracted. Subtrahend, a number subtracted from another. In the problem 95, subtract 32. 32 is the subtrahend and 95 is the minuend. When a number is divided by 10, it decreases one place value. 1 million divided by 10 is 100,000. 100,000 divided by 10 equals 10,000. 10,000 divided by 10 is 1,000. 1,000 divided by 10 equals 100. 100 divided by 10 is 10. And 10 divided by 10 equals 1. Notice that each time we divide by 10, we have one lower place value. From 100,000 to 10,000 to 1,000 to 100 to 10 and then to 1. The first problem is, the Seaside Pet Store purchased 200 fish. They sold 74 the first week. How many fish do they still have? The pet store had 200 fish and 74 went away. That means this is a subtraction problem. We are going to set up the problem on a piece of lined paper that is turned sideways, so there is a guide to keep the place values straight. We are going to manipulate the problem using base 10 blocks. Always start in the ones place and work to the left. Can we take 4 ones from 0 ones? No. Is there anything to regroup from the tens place? No. Then we'll have to look to the hundreds place. There are 2 hundreds. We can take away 100 and regroup it to 10 tens. Notice 10 tens equals 100, so 10 tens can be exchanged for the 100 and moved to the tens place. So on the paper, let's record what we did. We took away 100, leaving 100, and regrouped it to 10 tens. Now regroup the 10 tens to 9 tens and 10 ones. Cross out the 10 tens, leaving 9 tens, and regroup the other 10 to 10 ones. Now we have 100, 9 tens, and 10 ones. We are good to go. 10 subtract 4 is 6. 9 tens subtract 7 tens is 2 tens. And we don't need to take away any hundreds, so that leaves 100. The answer is 126. The Seaside Pet Store still has 126 fish. Let's move to a problem using drawings to represent the base 10 blocks. They can be called cube, box, stick, and dot. The cube represents 1,000, the box represents 100, the stick represents a 10, and the dot represents a 1. 2,406, subtract 942. Draw 2 cubes, 4 boxes, and 6 dots. And write 2,406 minus 942 next to it. Looking at the ones place, do we need to regroup? No. We can take 6, subtract 2, which equals 4. Next, do we need to regroup the tens place? Yes, we'll need to regroup the 4 hundreds into 3 hundreds and 10 tens. Now we can take away 4 tens from 10 tens, which leaves 6 tens. Decompose and regroup 4 hundreds into 3 hundreds and 10 tens. Subtract. 10 take away 4 equals 6. Do we have to regroup in the hundreds place? Yes. So let's regroup the 2,000 to 1,000 and 10 hundreds. 10 hundreds plus 3 hundreds is 13 hundreds, so we can take away 9, leaving 4 hundreds, and we still have 1,000. 2,000 becomes 1,000 and 10 hundreds. Now there are 13 hundreds, minus 900 is 400, and 1,000 subtract nothing is 1,000. Our answer is 1,464. Now let's put the comma between the thousands place and the hundreds place. Let's solve another problem using the algorithm alone. A flight from Salt Lake to Beijing, China is 6,087 miles. A flight from Salt Lake to London, England is 4,858 miles. How much farther is Beijing than London? 6,087 subtract 4,858 equals. Looking at the ones place first, do we have to regroup to take 8 from 7? Yes. So regroup the tens to 7 tens and 10 ones. Now because the 10 plus the 7 already there is 17, we can take 17, subtract 8, which equals 9. Is regrouping needed in the tens place? No. So subtract 5 tens from 7 tens, which is 2 tens. Is regrouping needed in the hundreds place? Yes. So regroup 6,000 into 5,000 and 10 hundreds. Now we can subtract the 10 hundreds minus 800, which equals 200. In the thousands place, 5,000 subtract 4,000 equals 1,000. Now we can put the comma between the thousands place and the hundreds place. The answer is Beijing is 1,229 miles farther than London. Let's try a problem using 6-digit numbers. On Thursday, the amusement park attendance was 294,382. On Friday, the attendance was 350,074. How many more attended Friday than Thursday? Is regrouping needed for the ones place? No. So subtract 4 minus 2, which equals 2. Is regrouping needed for the tens place? Yes. There are only 7 tens and we need to take away 8. This is a shorter way to subtract over zeros that can be used. Look at the hundreds place and there is a 0, so there's nothing to be decomposed there. So look at the thousands place and there is also a 0. So go to the 10,000s place. Oh, there is 50,000 that we can regroup to 499 hundreds and 1 10. Now we can subtract 17 minus 8 leaves 9. Is regrouping necessary for the hundreds place? No, not anymore. There are 9 hundreds, so 900 subtract 300 equals 600. Is regrouping necessary for the thousands place? No, 9,000 subtract 4,000 equals 5,000. Is regrouping necessary for the 10,000s place? Yes, we will need to regroup 300,000 to 200,000 and 10 10,000s. Then we can subtract. 14,000 take away 9,000 equals 5,000. What is 200,000 subtract 200,000? Yes, 0. And there's no need to put a 0 in front of the number to hold the place. So the final answer is 55,692. The objective for this lesson was to subtract multi-digit whole numbers with zeros in the minuend. The objective was met by first working with manipulatives, the base 10 blocks, to create an understanding of the place values. Then we moved to drawings of what was happening in the equation. Then we extended that to the abstract written algorithm.